YouTube, how's it going? It's been a little while since I've done a cigar review, so here we go. This is a Traviata Classic Fusion Frenzy. It's one of their, it's a flavored, it kind of has a little bit of a tropical smell to it, I think. It's kind of hard to put your finger on exactly what the smell is, but it seems kind of tropical. So I'm just going to go ahead and cut it. It's oh, by the way, it's quite soft. It's kind of squishy. It's very light, very, very light and soft. Just slightly toothy. Couple veins, but not too big. Anyway, go ahead and cut it up. Go ahead and check the draw. Yeah, it's very sweet so far. My little cheap torch lighter here. Let's turn this thing up a little bit. This one's really surprising me. Not at all what I expected. It does have some sweetness on the tip, but the flavors I'm getting through the cigar are really dark. It's like a really dark roast, like really dark, strong coffee roast, but not sweet coffee, like just like really dark, strong coffee. It's very interesting. I expected, like, you know, really sweet. I've tried one of their cigars before, one of their flavored ones. It was a cinnamon. That was, oh man, that was one of the best cigars I ever had. But yeah. It's a really dark, slightly bitter coffee. Not sweet. Except for the little bit that's on the tip. The little sweetness that you get from the tip. But yeah, that's pretty much it for now. I'm going to, I'll probably smoke this thing about halfway down and give you guys an update. Talk to you in a minute. Alright guys, I'm somewhere around the halfway point here, and I forgot to say earlier, it's a really loose draw. It's a really loosely packed cigar. You might be able to see. It's very, very loose. I like the draw to be a little bit tighter. Just, I don't know, so it actually feels like you're puffing on something. far as the flavors, it has changed here and there. I guess about 5 to 7 minutes in, it started to mellow out a little bit, kind of smooth out. Like the flavors were still dark and slightly bitter, but it was a little smoother, you know, not quite as harsh or quite as bitter. And from there, a few minutes later, it started to get a little bit sweeter. Actually, it was, the dark notes were still kind of there in the foreground. It was kind of the main, I guess, well, it kind of shifted from the main focus, I guess. It started to get a little bit sweeter. You kind of get a little bit of that, just a little bit of a tropical sweetness, just kind of a hint of it, you know, not like overwhelming sweetness, but you could definitely tell something sweet was going on, and it did seem a little bit tropical. So but that didn't last as long as I had expected. It's kind of like the dark flavors and the dark notes, like the dark earthy, the dark roast, kind of a dark earthy, slightly bitterness. It was going kind of between that and a little bit of sweetness. It was like they were trying to tango a little bit, you know, like every once in a while you get that sweetness. So like, oh, there it is again, you know. But for the most part, it is kind of a dark, earthy, kind of a dark roast, slightly bitter cigar. But every once in a while you get that little bit of sweetness in there. Go ahead and ash this before it falls off. Yeah, right now I don't really get any sweetness right now, but I'm gonna get all the way down to the bottom here, and I'll let you know any more progressions. Okay, YouTube, I'm back. And from my last update until this one, there were a few more hints of sweetness just here and there, just a little bit, not much, but it's really stayed with the dark flavors, and it's getting more bitter now. So it's really dark, papery, kind of a bitter taste. So that's all I can stand. Tatiana Classic Fusion Frenzy. I don't recommend it. Woo, almost fell over. Anyway, yeah, it's not what it seems at all. It's labeled as a flavored cigar, and it smells pretty sweet. The actual cigar, before you light it, it smells pretty sweet. It's got a, slightly, decently sweet tip to it. The pre-light draw is even sweet. And then you light it up, and it's got dark, earthy, dark roast, coffee, not sweet really, slightly bitter flavors. And then just here and there you get a little bit of sweetness. So it's not at all what it seems. I don't recommend it at all. I'm not going to knock Tatiana though, because I know they do make other good ones. I've only tried, this is only the second one I've tried, but I do recommend the cinnamon. If you ever see one of the Tatiana flavored cinnamon cigars, pick one of those up if you like cinnamon, if you like flavored cigars. But so that one I definitely recommend, but this one, Fusion Frenzy, do not buy it unless you like really dark, bitter smokes. If that's your thing, pick one up, but otherwise I don't recommend it at all. So anyway, thanks for watching, guys. You guys have a good one. I'm sure I'll probably make hopefully some more videos before Christmas. If not, if I don't see you before then, Merry Christmas. I am going to go on a little bit of vacation. Me and my girlfriend are going to South Carolina, the 20th through the 22nd. But anyway, I'm probably going to do some Christmas shopping today and go to my girlfriend's house. But you guys have a good one. Keep on piping.